Hi there, it's Nick here, and I'm just going to give you an overview of how well your website and GMB are doing. So your business is DJ Autos, and I've got your website here, and I managed to find your Google My Business listing as well, and that's just here. So let's have a look at a few things. First of all, your GMB. You've got one review, so that's good. You're listed as a car dealer. Just be aware that there are other categories that may apply, which may be more appropriate for someone looking for you. We've got your address, a link to your website, a telephone number, a couple of photos. So it's not too bad, but there's definitely a lot of work that can be done to boost the rankings, and we'll move on to that in a little bit. Just looking at your website, it looks nice and clean. You've got obviously got pictures that are relevant. What we're looking for is a lot more content, which is what Google is after. So let me give the example of Wikipedia. Whenever you're searching for something online, Wikipedia always comes up because they've got the most authoritative content. You're looking for at least 1,000 words on the homepage. So we've only got sort of 20 words here. So that will be one thing we can improve straight away. But there's a lot of other SEO related things that can be changed in order to improve the website rankings. So first of all, I'm going to spoof my browser into thinking I'm in Malaga in Perth, Western Australia, which is where your customers are located. So this allows me to look for used car dealer Malaga, which is probably your most valuable search term. The location is Malaga, Western Australia. And then once I've hit search, we get these pages of results. So what I mean by that is when I click on page one, we get page one of the Google search results. So here is the search term. These are the results, very familiar map at the top, and then these three businesses are called the map pack. These get 55 to 60% of all the clicks on page one. There's no adverts at the top, and then we get straight into the organic listings. So the one that really stands out for me, which I'll come on to later on, is Twin Star Autos, because they've got their listing here. And then if you scroll down the rankings, you've got Twin Star Autos ranked at website number 5 on page 1. So they're getting a lot of business. I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom of the browser just to show you that although I'm not physically located in Malaga at the moment, I'm searching as if I were. So that gives us absolutely accurate results regarding where your customers are based and when they're looking for you. So let's have a look in a bit more detail at your GMB. So this tool allows me to search for how well you're ranking in a grid in your local area. So this is the business name. I just ran this a little while ago. I've used the keyword used car dealer Malaga, and this is what the grid looks like. So these neighborhoods probably look familiar to you. Your listing is here in Malaga, and these numbers represent how highly ranked you are. So the lower the number, the better. So we're really looking for 1, 2, and 3. If you're anything higher than a 3, then you're simply not visible to your customers, and I'll just show you why. So going back to the search here, sorry, this is page 1 of the search results. These are the top 3, and then people would have to click view all to see any of the listings, and most of the time they won't do that. Even when they do that, there's going to be a list of other businesses which they'd have to scroll all the way down to see you at sort of number 12 or 13, depending on where they are. So let's have a look at this tool. Your best ranking is number 6, and on average, we've got much higher numbers all around. So this is proximity based. The reason the numbers are lower here is it's like an antenna. The closer you are to your physical location, the lower the numbers will be. But what I really wanted to show is what your competitors' maps look like. So here we have the averages. We have Twin Star Autos, who've got an average of 1.24, and these are the different sections of the grid. And as we scroll down, we want to see what DJ Autos is. So you're 12.48. So your average across the whole of the grid is 12.48. So you really want to get that down to a 3, 2, or a 1 to get more customers through the door. So I just want to show you Twin Star Autos. I mentioned them earlier, and this is what their map looks like. So you can see they're 2s and 1s across the whole grid. That's why we saw them as number 2 on the map that we brought up, but they're pretty much number 1 everywhere. So this is the competitor to beat. Now let's have a look at a few other things. Let's have a look at the metrics of your website. So the first thing is we've got your website here, djautos.com.au. These are the keywords that you're actually ranking for. So you're ranking for things like DJ cars, DJ car, auto. Autos Malaga is not too bad, but still you're only number 35. DJ Motors used cars. So anyone that knows your brand is probably likely to find you because they're searching for DJ, but that's not giving you that much monthly search volume. We really want to be ranking for more generic terms like used car dealership Malaga. That would be a really good one to rank for, and I'm sure your competitors are doing just that. Let's have a look at the overview of your site. So this tells us the metrics and how it's viewed in terms of trust by Google. You've got quite low URL ranking and a domain rating of just 0.7. You've only got one backlink, which are like votes for your website, which are very important in the eyes of Google, and the keywords that you're ranking for we had a look at. You're not really getting any organic traffic at all, and as you can see by these graphs, they're sort of they're fairly thin at the moment. So just to compare, I wanted to show you your competitor that we looked at. So this is what Twinstar Auto's website metrics look like. So already the URL authority and the domain rating are much higher, although these are not very hard to beat if you know what you're doing. So the goal would be to be doing something better than these guys to get ahead of them. You can see they've got 11 referring domains, so they've got more votes for their website. And look at this. This is the staggering thing. They're ranking for 267 keywords. You can see these graphs are showing all the data, and the quality of the backlinks they're getting are quite low. So again, we'd be looking to get much higher quality backlinks, which in effect would boost your website rankings well above these guys. So let's have a look at these keywords then. Let's see if they're ranking for anything a bit more relevant and a bit more generic rather than their brand name. So their best keywords are Twinstar Autos, Autos Malaga. So again, the brand name is important, but Autos Malaga is a really important keyword, I would say, because you know, they're ranking for that. This is where they're getting most of their traffic from. So it's varied across, you know, a lot of different keywords. Let's have a look at the volume and see what the highest volume keyword is. So Holden, Captiva, Malaga, yeah, but these are really, really high volume search terms. And as we get lower down, the volume goes down, but we're still getting car-related themes. So that's just something to bear in mind. Obviously, I don't know how relevant they are as a competitor to you, but it's just for demonstrative purposes. You know, we would obviously pick your top competitors once we get to know your business in a bit more detail. So that's the reason why we need to improve things for you. You know, we'd be happy to take a look in more detail, and we'd be delighted to work with you to try and get you some more business. So that's it from me. Any questions, feel free to reach out, and hopefully hear from you soon.